All right, folks, welcome back. Paca is back open in the redemption phase, and I just wanted to do a really quick tutorial because there's a lot of folks asking questions, a lot of simple stuff, and I just want to see if I can knock it out real quick. I'm going to do a much more in-depth video on the epoch math, some of the farming positions and all that, probably on Monday, but I wanted to get this out so you guys don't have to wait over the weekend. For those of you just looking at the website for the first time, obviously we've completely redone it, added a bunch of different metrics, and we're under the new model. If you don't understand what happened with Paca, go watch the last two videos. That'll break everything down. The whole financial scenario, it'll break down the math on how we calculated everything. So over those last two videos, there's a wealth of knowledge. I recommend if you watch this video and don't understand it, go back and watch those two videos before you ask questions because it covers literally everything and they're both very, very thorough. When you launch the site, it'll look like this. On the dashboard, it'll show the protocol total liability. Again, this is the amount that are paying out. It's already got that 20% built into it. Your personal redemption value will be here, and these are the listings that are out there on the marketplace. If you go to the redemption screen, of course, it is chain specific, so go to the chain that you need to look at. Down here, it will show you your redemption value math, and it has all your metrics here if you would like to see them. There are no funds available to request yet because the epochs will happen on the 1st and 15th. We're in the middle of the first epoch. It will end on the 15th, and then you will have a value to come in and request. You can save it up. You can claim it every time. That will just sit there and wait for you. Once you've requested it, it will reduce your redemption value because you've already taken it out of the system. It'll move it over to this withdrawal window, and you'll see a little clock that has a 72-hour countdown timer. So once you request it, we get the notification that we need to populate the contract with funds, and we'll go out to the farms and pull those from the funds. If you don't request it, we don't automatically pull those funds from the farms because they need to be in there earning, obviously. Should you want to exit early and take an instant buyout, this is the window you'd want to use. Currently, the buyout percentage is 20%, but that will increase over time. If this is something you want to do, you just select how much of your stake you want to get rid of, your total redemption value. If you want to get rid of 100% and just totally walk, you'd click 100%. If you want to do just a portion of it, you can do that here. You'd click continue. It's very clear about the rate, what you receive. You need to accept that you understand the terms, and then you get your instant cash value. Once you click confirm, it processes the transaction, and in 72 hours, you come in here and withdraw, and you're out of the protocol if that's what you want to do. Now, for some folks, they just want the ease of use. I will say with the transactions in the marketplace being so high, you'd probably be better off to try to sell that in the marketplace for a discounted rate. I'm sure you could get a higher buyout rate than 20, you may be able to get 30, 40% out of that, just depending on what you want to list it for. Obviously, the lower you list it for, so the higher discount you give, the faster it's going to go. But to put it in perspective, yesterday, this total value of the liability was like $130,000 higher. So a couple of people took instant buyouts, but a lot of people sold on the marketplace. The marketplace reduces liability, and this number went down. So there's a lot of activity on there. If you jump over to the marketplace and want to sell something, you just create your marketplace listing. This is what I have available to sell. If I wanted to say, I just want to get rid of $755, and I'm willing to receive $300 for that, it would be a 60% discount. And I'd end up getting more than what I would have got from the instant buyout. Plus the new buyer is going to get an increase on the purchase price of their stake. So they're going to get some instant profit. Any remaining goes directly to protocol liability reduction and speeds up the estimated days to completion. So in my opinion, way better right now to go list at a discount than to take the instant buyout, but to each their own. So come in here, create a listing if that's what you want to do. If you're interested in buying listings and getting that instant profit, as you can see, there's a lot of stuff in here that's listed at 50% off. So what that means for you as a buyer is you would come in here, you'd pay $125 and you get a 50% increase on the amount you're paying. So you get that 50% instant profit. So solid deal for you if you want to increase your total value and you believe in the protocol. Down here, it shows all the listings and everything that have gone out the door. So plenty of transaction history. That's how it works. Very soon we will have a status page. We have to have an epoch, actually pass through an epoch period. So on the 15th, when we populate that information, you'll start to see the graph created here and we'll have all the details. Right now, it's got 544 days remaining, but we expect this to come down significantly over time. As for the vaults, some of you guys had funds in the vaults. All you really need to do is come in and request it. So if you say, I've already requested my B&B, so I had some B&B in here. It's just saying that my principal's here. I had some bonuses because you still get your bonus off of that. I requested those bonuses, and so those are here. And in a little over a day and 7 hours here, I'll be able to come in and claim those funds. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go to the marketplace and buy those deals, increase my overall value, and just lower the liability of the protocol. So that's all I'm really doing with my assets. If you haven't requested your assets yet, it will look like this. It'll show request available principal, request available bonus, and then show requests. So for principal, click this. It will give you a transaction to confirm, then you can request bonus. Once those are confirmed, it'll show the request. So it looks like I'm getting some cake back, and it will have added a 72-hour timer on the USD value of whatever that was. So it's just 86 cents, not a big deal. But if I add all these up, I can get some stakes. And if I sell off the assets that I have here, I can go straight to the marketplace and get an instant 50% upside, which is actually a pretty good deal. So that's how it works. It's very well spelled out. If I had 400 in my wallet right here, I would click buy. I would pay 400, I would receive 600. That's an instant profit of 50%. I acknowledge the terms, buy stake, and that just gets added to my redemption value. As my redemption value goes up, my piece of the pie has increased. So every payout that we get from the fees, my percentage of that will have increased because I have a higher percentage of the total redemption value of the protocol. So every epoch, this should go down as long as the markets have behaved, and that should speed up the estimated days to completion. Again, just a quick recap. If you log in, go to your dashboard, this will be the total protocol liability. We are essentially in a race to pay this off. Your redemption value is here. Redemption value has been calculated here. We made a very long video on it explaining exactly how that was calculated. It was your original dashboard number before the pause minus your claims. We built in a 20% profit on top of that and added back in the restakes. Again, it's chain specific, so if you had stuff on different chains, they'll still be on the chains they were on. If you had deposited in the vaults in the old system, pretty much the same thing. It's on the vesting cycle. Every 25 days, you can come in and claim 10% of the assets plus the 10% bonus. Do what you want with those funds. And if you're bullish on the protocol, the marketplace is definitely the way to go. And truly, even if you're exiting, I think there's an extremely good chance that you'll be able to get a higher rate than the instant buyout if you just list it over here at a discount on the marketplace. So that's it for now. Hopefully that was informative. Expect another video in the next few days that will discuss the epoch math and all that good stuff. So thanks guys, take care.